Up. Hope everyone is doing well today. So, we had to talk about a prevailing topic that seems to be everywhere I go, which is weird. I don't care if you're on Twitter, whatever the fuck. This is everybody wants to talk about it. All right, younger people, Gen Z, whatever you want to call it. That includes men and women, are in large numbers. Either voluntarily just saying I'm not going to date, or they're just straight up finding absolutely no success in the market. I personally think I know which one of those I fall into. Now, listen, it seems like everyone just hates each other, for one. I mean, COVID-19, and, there's a whole lot of things. Like I said, we'll talk about this in every single video because I can't talk about it all in just one, but a lot of y'all don't realize how much COVID-19 fucked y'all up. Like, I can't even, and that includes me too. It's kind of crazy to think, think of hypotheticals, like a world where COVID didn't exist, which I think it's kind of crazy that we gloss over the fact that COVID was very likely made by people like billionaires, which we don't really talk about that for some reason. I think there's reasons why, but that are not good reasons. But listen, you can sit behind a social media screen and see videos of couples with completely unrealistic standards. And you can, and then, people, especially young people who are, like I said, their minds are, my mind's still growing. I'm only 19. You get convinced that you're entitled to this, or that, you see this treatment. You say, okay, you see, wow, look at this girl or this guy who's getting all these things. You say, well, why am I not getting it? Well, because it's unrealistic, and you need to realize, listen, most people are average. Listen, being average is a good thing. I love to say I'm average. That's my motto, is that I'm just a fucking regular person, which is chill. But listen, you got to realize, as a regular person, you got to be able to recognize another regular person. Now listen, it would be a funny experiment to see if you had every guy and girl lined up with percentiles of their look attraction, and just see. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, the reactions of some of y'all I'm talking about, I feel like the reactions of the guys would be overwhelmingly positive. I'm like, wow, you're just I thought I was at the bottom of the barrel, but you're telling me this girl's pretty good looking. Now, I'll say this kind of ties back to the problem, which is that for whatever reason, I think it has to do this partially. I don't know how this has to do with work with attraction, but it seems like women do not find most men attractive. It seems like most women only find a small percentage of men to be attractive, whereas men find, seems like a very high percentage of women to be attractive. As long as you can be you can say a girl and say, yeah, she's pretty. If she's you ask a guy to say what percentage of girls you think are pretty, it'd probably be a pretty high. It'd be a much higher number than the number if you ask a girl to say what percentage of guys you think are handsome. And it's a very interesting phenomenon. Now, of course, if guys start focusing on their looks more now, of course, I don't really know how it works. There's only, the whole phenomenon of looks maxing is actually an interesting thing, because theoretically, if you were to make every single guy more good looking, how would that change up the dating market? I mean, it's a fair question to be asked. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like we got to realize that, when if you want, do you want to be in love or not? It's just a question needs to be asked, because it seems like a lot of people, everyone says yeah, I feel like everyone seems to agree that yes, social media is fucking things up, and everyone's divided, and things are just not good, but no one seems to nobody's actually I'm okay, go date someone then. I'm really I'm not even gonna lie with you, bro. I was chatting with some girl, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If you're a girl and you think you're special because I DM'd you, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm actively trying to find my future wife. So wrap it up, little bro. You're not the only one who got a DM. So I got no shame. Like I said, bro, I'd rather get a shot clock fight. I mean, I'd rather have an air ball than get a shot clock violation. Now, listen, at the end of the day, I just think personality matters a lot. Looks matter, but it's just very hard. Now, obviously, I only have the perspective of a guy, so I'm curious. I think I will say this. I know it's really corny when I see videos about this, because I feel like they're not actually addressing the issue. They're just looking for clout and trying to be a grifter. But men and women, you do, objectively speaking, if you come together and talk about it, obviously everyone has a different perspective, because so I just think if you're a girl, please let your thoughts down below in the comment section. Also, commenting boosts the algorithm, and I'm very desperate for views, as you can probably tell by the amount of grifting I've been doing in the comment section. Yeah, no, this is an important discussion video. I didn't even cuss very much in this video, because this is a serious one I wanted to talk about. But I hope everyone's doing well. Take care.